Hello and welcome to Therapy Express with Rosanna. Thank you so much for watching. Today we're going to talk about high-functioning depression, aka persistent depressive disorder, aka dysthymia. The last two are a little bit more of a mouthful, so we'll stick with high-functioning depression, which is like depression but low grade, and it's chronic, and it lasts for at least a couple of years. So people who have this type of disorder, they are feeling like there's just an underlying sadness all the time. They may look fine on the outside, but inside they're struggling. These people may be described by others as gloomy. Oh gosh, they're just always in a bad mood. They always seem sad. And in fact, they are, even though they are high functioning and doing what they need to do in their lives. I'm going to give you the symptoms of what this is. And you need to have 2 or more of these symptoms for at least 2 years. And if you have any of these symptoms, keep that in mind, because maybe you are suffering from this. And if someone is suffering from this, they may think it's normal. They've had it for so long that they're going to live with it for the rest of their lives. But that's not the case. There is help out there for you. So let's go over those symptoms. Number 1, poor appetite. Either you're not eating, or the opposite, you could be overeating. Number 2, loss of interest in your daily activities. Perhaps you used to love to read. Now the books are just sitting there on your nightstand unopened. Or maybe you enjoyed golfing, but the golf clubs are in the corner acquiring some cobwebs. All right, so anything that you used to love no longer brings you joy. You could have sleep problems. That's number 3. You either are suffering from insomnia or hypersomnia, which is just the opposite. You're tired all the time. You want to sleep even in the daytime. Number 4, low energy. It's just not there. You may feel fatigued all the time. Number 5, you have very low self-esteem, or you're excessively self-critical. Number 6, you have difficulty concentrating and making decisions. And number 7, there's just an underlying sense of hopelessness all the time. It isn't known what the causes are for this, but there are a number of factors that could play a role. Number 1, chemical imbalance. Number 2, family history. Maybe there's somebody in your family that is suffering from this or has suffered from that in the past. Number 3, a traumatic, stressful life event. Maybe you lost someone you love, or you lost your home to a natural disaster, or you have financial problems. All that could play a factor in the depressive disorder. Maybe there's a chronic illness. Maybe you're dealing with diabetes, heart disease. Or maybe you have had a blow to the head and you suffered a concussion. Any of these could play a role in having this disorder. But it isn't hopeless. There are things that you can do to help yourself. Now, once you have it, it may not be easy to get rid of it, but there are things that you can do to prevent them from getting worse. All right. So number 1, avoid stressful situations in as much as possible. And I know we all deal with stress all the time. That's just a part of life. But number 2 is attach yourself to family and friends who have your back, who are going to be there to help you navigate through those horrible times that we all face at one point or another. Number 3, go to the doctor. There is help out there. You could either do talk therapy, maybe in some cases you might need medication, but if you're starting to feel any of the symptoms I mentioned, it is better to go to the doctor earlier than later and get that help. And lastly, practice self-care. What does that mean? That means remind yourself to eat and get some sleep. Set up a routine so that you can have a good cozy night, lights are dim and you're feeling relaxed, soft music to help you sleep. And also incorporate exercise into your life. All of those things will help you take care of yourself if you're suffering from this. I know this is a difficult thing to go through, but there is help out there. So if you do suffer from two or more of those symptoms that I told you, then go get help right now and talk to somebody about it. Maybe they'll be able to lead you in the right direction. All right, that's it for today, you guys. I hope this was helpful and that now that you have more awareness of this persistent depressive disorder, high functioning depression, whatever you want to call it, and that you find the help that you need. I also want to remind you that the giveaway is still going on, and on December 27th, I'm going to give away another copy of my autographed book, The Healing Alphabet. So if you want to participate and have a chance at winning, all you have to do is in the comment section write out that I want a chance to win a free copy of your book. But remember to subscribe first, okay? All right, do that, turn on your notifications, and look for me next week. Until then, make every moment count. Bye.